Welcome. Our top story at this hour. It has been 133 days since the Taliban's second coming in Afghanistan. And in the last 100 days, the regime has scrapped women's rights, plunged the country into an economic and humanitarian crisis, and discarded democracy from the country. In the latest, the Taliban has dissolved Afghanistan's election commission, which was a panel that supervised polls during the previous Western-backed administration. Now, in a statement, Taliban spokesperson Bilal Karimi, referring to the Independent Election Commission and the Independent Electoral Complaints Commission, said, and I quote, "There is no need for these commissions to exist and operate." He further said, and I quote again, "If we ever feel a need, then the Islamic Emirate will revive these commissions." Established in the year 2006, the Independent Election Commission, also known as IEC, was mandated to administer and supervise all types of elections, including presidential elections. Meanwhile, critics are of the opinion that the decision to dissolve the Electoral Commission only shows how Taliban does not believe in democracy, further highlighting how the regime is blatantly against all democratic institutions. Remember, before the Taliban took over, several Electoral Commission officials were killed by armed groups. This is not the first time that the Taliban has shunned democratic rights and ended Afghanistan's tryst with democracy. Earlier, the Taliban dissolved the State Ministry of Peace and the State Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. The Taliban also shut down former administration's Ministry of Women's Affairs, replacing it with the Ministry for the Promotion of Virtue and Prevention of Vice. Remember, Taliban too promised rights and freedoms and a better life for the Afghans, but on the ground situation is completely opposite. Afghans now live under a regime that has stripped them of basic rights, a country where the notion of rights, freedom and democracy are merely broken promises. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.